Hi everybody, welcome to the Astrology chat for December 19th, 2023. So we have a two-part day. So the first half of the day, the keys are to allow yourself to listen to your intuition, allow yourself to use your sensitivity to your advantage. Do not necessarily let people who are not vibrationally ethical dictate to you what you are or not. However, if you do have people that you do trust their spirit of discernment and you do trust their ethics and they give you feedback, allow yourself to take that into consideration. But ultimately, run it through your filter. Run it through your, does this feel right? Does this feel true? Does this indicate that there's something I need to heal energy? And once you run it through that filter, right, allow yourself to see where the contrast of where there's a disconnection between what you're feeling and what you want and what you desire and what you're sensing and what you're being called to is leading you to do. This is not an energy of complacency. This is an energy of awakening and irritation. And then after we have this kind of very intuitive type of day, the moon is going to shift into Aries and cause us to consider, what have I learned about myself and who's around me during the first half of the day? And now what am I going to do about it for the rest of the day? And quite frankly, as we're leading up into what is so quickly approaching the new year. I say this because we have the moon in Pisces. The moon is going to be Pisces until 4:03 p.m. Then there's going to be a short void, and then the moon is going to move into Aries at 5:46 p.m. And so during the day, right, it's a very active day. We have Mercury sextile quadrant Uranus. So there is this energy of like, oh, wait, I didn't realize that thing about this thing that has been such a foundational part of my structure and how I've seen things. And now this is different and I need to adjust this. And then we have the moon also in a square with the sun. And so this is always a point of where the sun in Sagittarius coming into a square with the moon in Pisces is saying, how I've been expressing myself in my long-term goals isn't considering the endings of my life. And one of the things that's so important about that Sagittarian ending energy is that it has to have a starting point. And so there means there's an ending point. There's something about who you were and what you were doing and what you thought that just no longer applies because of these spiritual considerations that the house of Pisces brings, and that you need to be honest about it. Especially we have a conjunction to Neptune that colors the whole day. So this is intuitive AF, okay? Like, if you're already a clairvoyant, if you're already somebody uses this gift, this is a really good day to tap in even more. If you're somebody who's not used to using these gifts, be very careful. Make sure that you're knowing the line between fantasy and intuition. I'll be honest about where you have been delusional. Like, we've all been a little delulu about something to get to a delulu, right? But it's time to be like, oh, wait, I actually need a delulu that's not based in the delulu. Or you need a balance of both, right? And so that moon conjunct Neptune is going to trigger that for you. We also have the moon making a sextile to Uranus, and then we have a moon making a sextile to Pluto before going void. And so twice there's this energy of the unexpected. Twice there's this energy of the unseen, of the underworld, and of things that are not right in front of your face. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can use that Neptune conjunction with the moon to kind of navigate and intuit where you need to go. We do have a semi-square to Jupiter, so you need to be careful about going overboard. Again, there's a touch of a reality check here, right? And not a reality check intended to make you feel like you can't do what you want to do or get to where you want to go. It's just that you need to be realistic so that you can make your dreams come true. What tools do you have in front of you? Who is around you? What are their intentions? What are your intentions? What is this enabling? What is this not enabling? What needs to be adjusted so that you can get closer to who you really are meant to be? This is not comfortable, but growth is never comfortable. The transition of change is never comfortable. But what is more uncomfortable is being with the wrong people, doing the wrong thing, not being true to yourself, in my opinion. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.